on the D-line, along with Dwayne Ruffin, Bryson Johnson, Bradley Sigmund, Braden Zuniga, all out there against a very young South Charleston team. South Charleston lost its first game to Ripley 38-19, a lightning delay in that game. They didn't get started until about 10 o'clock here. Ryan Simon, first year as the Vikings head coach, and then Matt Kynes brought Parkersburg here. They won 37-0, and then again last Saturday afternoon, Morgantown, led by Sean Beiser, his team having its way with South Charleston. Tough game, and here is a handoff to Hunter Giacomo, and Giacomo journeys his way to the 44-yard line. And that is going to be a first down for the Patriots.
South Charleston had a blitz up the middle. He was able to bounce outside and nobody there, and he got the yards.
Giacomo again.
Giacomo on the carry.
Hunter Giacomo, 3-year starter. So Giacomo producing a stay focused, don't drive, distracted first down from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program, and picks up 6 on first down. 2nd and 4. Persinger giving it to Giacomo. Boy, Giacomo, nice jab step there, Carl, and then Malcolm Brown brings him down. But it's going to be a stay focused, don't drive, distracted first down from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
He's able to see that it's closed off inside, and he continuously is bouncing outside and getting positive yards.
Tonight's closed captioning is exclusively brought to you by the Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia's personal injury victims since 1974. Fresh set of downs here for GW and Giacomo. He was met by a host of camouflage jerseys there, and Miles Terry the first to greet him.
Looked like they came on a blitz from the outside there, and when he started to bounce outside, they were there to make the tackle.
Second down and 10. Football at the 34-yard line. Handed off, and Savion Brown, those great moves that he possesses, and they'll get him down, but not before he rumbles to the 11-yard line. We do have a flag down on the play. Jackson Slack got him from behind.
Stop the clock down there.
Brad Simmons gives us the call. South Charleston with 5 state championships. 1945, they were awarded that title by the West Virginia Sports Writers Association. Bryce Casto led the Black Eagles to the 94 crown, the late John Messenger 08 and 09, and Donnie Mays in 2020. GW with 1 title. The late Steve Edwards Sr. guided the Patriots to a 13-9 win over North Marion back in 1982. I think we're trying to get the time.
Yeah, the clock was running while they were marking off the penalty. They didn't stop the clock.
So it will be 2nd down and 14. If you're GW, you want to tackle into the lead. South Charleston trying to see if they can take advantage of that huge penalty a moment ago and get a stop here. Get the ball. Persinger looking to throw. Throws a nice ball. Heaves it down the field and broken up. Good job there by the Black Eagles defensively.
Mark, I saw them running that all during their warm-ups. Every receiver, all 4 receivers are going deep, and the quarterback's throwing them the ball. That was good defensive play in the secondary.
Jameer Myers was there. Malcolm Brown was there. Kind of reminded me of a former Black Eagle standout from back in the day. All right, here's Persinger. Going to launch again and in the direction of Aldrich. And that one falls incomplete. Grant Aldrich, 6'1", 180 junior. And again, good play there by the secondary of the Black Eagles.
I think that they felt like that they had somebody open and they came right back with the same exact play. And again, South Charleston has great coverage.
Trey Hayes, normally wearing number 0. He's 19 tonight in this game in the new jerseys. So it's going to be a punting situation here for GW, and that will have Savion Brown. Braden Edwards, who's the starting center for GW, Steve Edwards Jr.'s son, is the long snapper, and that one will go into the end zone. And South Charleston will have it on the 20 when we return from SC. Patriots on top at the moment here on FNR.
Well, we're here with one of our many sponsors for Friday Night Rivals. Now, this is Scott Shepard. Now, you're the general manager for Downtown Ford right here in Charleston. Tell me a little bit. You guys are actually the official sponsors this year for our Scholar Athletes. Why is this so important?
Yeah, thanks. Very important for us that we give back to the community. We not only want to service the community and their automobile needs, but we also want to help out with stuff like this.
And I know you were talking earlier off camera that you guys want to continue this in the years to come.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime we can give back to the community, especially the kids, we want to take advantage of that.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you, and we'll have more after this.
All right, thank you, Hannah Klein. South Charleston with the football. GW 8 plays, 40 yards. SC 6 plays, 4 yards so far. Great opportunity here now for South Charleston. Got to stop defensively, and now back with the football for a third time.
I think that was the big thing. They proved to themselves they could stop them. Now they need to prove to themselves that they can drive down the field and get a score.
Brown in motion. And the handoff to Zuniga. Not much there. Stop made by Grant Hansel, making his first start at nose tackle. Big Sandy Superstore donates $500 to the home school for hosting Friday Night Rivals, and they are the one-stop shop for all of your home furnishings and appliance needs. Second down now for the orange and black.
First down is critical for South Charleston. They have to get positive yards so that they're not stuck in these long situations on third down.
Fake it to Malcolm Brown. Met Riley's going to keep it, and Riley makes a nice move there. And Met Riley, the freshman, going to be close to first down yardage.
It's a really good move.
Cena on the carry.
Good move there.
First down, Black Eagles.
Matt Riley with the nice run, giving us a stay focused, don't drive distracted first down from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program. The initial first down of the game for the Black Eagles of head coach Dustin Ressler in his second season, a Logan High School graduate. Matt Riley, young man from Texas. Well, there was trouble there with the snap and then flips it off at the last second. Pretty good heads-up play there just to get it into the hands of Tavarish Porter.
It really was a really smart play. I mean, he could have ended up taking the sack and find themselves in a second and long.
Attorney Pat Jacobs has over 40 years of experience successfully representing injured and disabled clients throughout the state of West Virginia. And our stats sponsor here tonight on Friday Night Rivals. Well, this is the young man who has started the last couple of games as a quarterback in Hackman. And boy, threw it right into the hands of Solomon Farrell, who nearly had his third interception of the season.
And Solomon Farrell at one time was at South Charleston as well.
Stop the clock, please.
So Caden Hackman played slot last year and then moved into the quarterback position. And again, so tonight, just wanting to try something different and get some talented bodies, as many as you can, out there on the field. Third down play here, Matt Riley. Guns and got a man, and he could not hang on.
Those are plays that you have to make in games like this. You have to make that catch.
Malcolm Brown right there, in all likelihood, Carl, would have had a first down.
Yes, those are big, big plays in games like this.
So that will have Josh Boston coming in to punt once again.
16.
Average of 16 at the moment. Had that one blocked. Ambergy snaps it, and Boston gets it away. Giacomo, and that one checks up, and Black Eagles will down it at the 44-yard line.
GW will have decent field position here.
Patriots started out in Black Eagle territory here. As GW with time running down here in this first quarter of action. Giacomo stopped there, and that was Bosley in on the play, the promising young freshman. We have played a quarter here at Black Eagle Stadium. Beautiful night for high school football. Our Parmar Friday Night Rivals game of the week presented by Eyewitness Sports, shifting to the second quarter when we return. GW up by 7. Well, 6 players from South Charleston High School down through the years have made it on to the NFL, and the first to do it, the great late Alex Hawkins. Alex went on to play for South Carolina, so he went from SC to SC and then played in the NFL, Baltimore Colts, Atlanta Falcons, back to the Colts. Great career, very talented guy, running back, a receiver. He was the ACC Player of the Year, 1958. And I know you had an opportunity to meet him. And well, I tell you, a guy called me one time. He said, "Hey, I got a guy you might want to do an interview with." And I said, "Who's that?" And he said, "I said, I couldn't get there fast enough. Really wanted to meet him." And what a charming guy he was. Well, 7-0. Thoughts after the first quarter?
I tell you what, I think South Charleston has really played well thus far. You know, they've made some mistakes, and I think that cost them the 7. I think they just got to keep playing.
So GW with good field position here to begin this second quarter play. They'll give it to Savion Brown, and he bursts through an opening there, and he's still on his feet. Savion Brown still going. Savion Brown will score.
And that's the problem. You've got to make opportunities to have made tackles. They missed them, and then it ends up being a touchdown. You cannot give up these big plays to G-Dub. They're just too good.
And Brown did a lot of that on his own.
Yes.
He got the opening, and then he made things happen. That is his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Make that his 5th now. The season's touchdowns are sponsored by the University of Rio Grande. Join the Rio family. Teddy Smith with Cy Persinger as the holder, and Braden Edwards is the long snapper. Teddy Smith drills it through. Another look here, Carl, at the jaunt by Savion Brown.
Just great moves, determined to break tackles, and not good tackling from South Charleston.
And the extra point. GW now with a 14-0 lead. So it didn't take long in the first quarter for GW to score. It didn't take long in the second quarter for GW to score. Our scoring summary presented by Mark A. Hunt and Associates, and a 2-play 44-yard drive, just 13 ticks off the clock.
You cannot do that. You have to make them chew up the clock. You can't give them 1 play, 2 plays, 3 plays, and touchdowns. That's just not going to be sustainable for the game.
Malcolm Brown, Trey Hayes back deep as Teddy Smith tees it up. Our OVP health kickoff, our 3rd of the game. Smith doesn't put a whole lot into that one, and boy, I think GW might have gotten it. They did. Well, Hayes just had trouble holding on to it, and Grant Aldrich was there. So it worked perfectly. You know, Smith didn't put a whole lot on that, and it made it tough for South Charleston to handle.
Yes, and what happens in that situation, you're just trying to grab it and run, and you're not securing it. And he never got a chance to secure it.
So with that, GW right back with the football. Well, they've had a block punt, and now they recover a fumble on special teams.
Yes.
Persinger ready to go here with Braden Edwards, the 6'3", 260-pound junior. Here's Savion Brown. Nice stutter step. Brown is so shifty with those feet as he takes it to the 7-yard line. $22-yard pickup. GW has entered the Glenville State University red zone. Glenville State University prepares and inspires students to be thoughtful, productive, engaged, and responsible citizens who contribute to the well-being of their community, state, nation, and world. And Giacomo will take it in for the touchdown. Hunter Giacomo with the running touchdown, and that is his third of the season.
I don't think that looked really bad. South Charleston just did not seem like they were mindset. They were there for that particular play. It's like that the earlier run. I think that's just kind of destroying their mindset. They've got to keep playing. They've got an opportunity in this game.
Teddy Smith will deliver it through the uprights, but it went off to the right, I believe. Or did he make it? All right, it was good.
Just an easy touchdown there.
Well, that's what I thought. Extra point is no good. Thought I saw them waving it off, and then they said it was good, and now it's no good. Mark A. Hunt and Associates presenting our scoring summary. Mark A. Hunt and Associates, attorneys at law, 2 plays, 28 yards, another 13-second drive. Big run by Brown. Of course, the TD comes off the fumble on the kickoff, and it will be an OVP Health kickoff. As soon as this kickoff is delivered, we will head down to Hannah Klein. Brown back deep. Teddy Smith with the short swing again. And scooped up on the far side by Hayes, and then Hayes taken down at the 37-yard line. So let's send it down to Hannah Klein.
All right, just keep it. All right, so we're here with Sergeant Isaac Beecher. Now, you have to tell me, today is Military Appreciation Night, and I know South Charleston High School is wearing, military jerseys tonight for tonight's game. Tell me, why is this so awesome? Why is this so important?
It's great just to have, talk with people and have these genuine personal interactions, and just for them to see that we are real people too, and any preconceived notions they might have, whether they're positive or negative about us, to just kind of have them come and see that we're just like them. And it's also a good time for us to give back to our community that we're a part of, because we're service members. The services comes first before us, so make it our priority to give back, have fun, hang out with the kids, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, play some games, stuff like that.
So with that, I know you guys are doing a little bit of a fitness test. What are we doing right now?
So the Army has a specific way we do sit-ups, so fingers in a lock.
Okay, I can't really do it much. Oh, okay. I have one-handed.
You usually have somebody holding your feet, but for the sake of, being visible, we'll just do regular sit-ups.
All right, I'm ready.
Back here. And then it helps if you, throw your elbows forward.
Okay. All right, I'm good with one. I did enough.
That's it? That's all you got?
How many are we doing?
As many as you got.
As many as I got. All right, guys, I'll send it back to you.
I don't know about you. May be tired.
Yeah, I don't think I wanted to be there.
All right. SC had to call a timeout there. Get things straight. John Booker, Donald Cunningham, Chris Knuckles, Jonathan Woodford, William Wade, Michael Lovejoy on the staff for Dustin Wrestler here at South Charleston High School. Brown in motion. Riley turns and will hand it to Brown, but just a slow developing play there that GW sniffs out pretty quickly.
A play like that has to, if you're going to try to run up the middle or outside, you've got to get the ball to the running back, and he's got to be running. That seemed a little slow to me, just like you said.
And we mentioned this SC program with 5 state titles, 45, 94, in 08, 09, and then in 2020. Fire it in the direction of Brown, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, they really want to target Brown. There's no doubt about that.
Yes, you want to get the ball in his hands, just because once you get it in his hands in open field, he's very, very dangerous.
Tonight's streaming sponsor is brought to you by Jan Dills. We won't take no for an answer. Third down for the Black Eagles. I believe the scoreboard down and distance has got locked up at 1st and 10. Matt Riley back to pass. Riley will gun in the direction. Got it into the hands of number 21, and down he goes quickly here.
Mark, that almost looked like a screen, but it just didn't get a chance to develop.
So it's going to bring up a punting situation here. Damian Chaney, the receiver on that play. Another young receiver. The receiving core of this South Charleston team is quite young. Well, Boston is pleading for another player to get out on the field, and that is going to have the Black Eagles calling a timeout. Take a look at our head coaches in this game tonight. Well, you got one guy that's been around a long time, and you got one that is in his second season as the head coach. You see Dustin Ressler right there. But Steve Edwards Jr., 29th season. Now, he didn't want to make a whole lot of fanfare about it, but we will. If he wins tonight, it's his 200th career win. 199 and 117. He's done a remarkable job there at the place where he went to high school.
Yeah, and it was a great quarterback.
And then Dustin Ressler in his second season, and Coach Ressler on the other side of things is trying to get his first victory in his second season at the helm. Coach Ressler, just a positive guy, and that's the way you have to be sometimes.
Yes, you have. Yes, you're exactly right.
And programs all across the state and beyond have had down moments and turned it around, and there's no question they feel they can do the same. Right now, is trying to stay in this game. Giacomo won't even make an attempt there on the Boston punt. South Charleston will down it at the 31, and with that, we'll take a break here. GW with the football when we return on FNR. Tonight's Smile Cam is brought to you exclusively by Kolaski Orthodontics, where your perfect smile begins. GW is smiling at the moment, a 20-0 lead. South Charleston, well, each possession, offense, defense is crucial, but I think this particular defensive set for South Charleston very, very important. You know, they missed that extra point, 20-0, and you know they've had some good moments here in this game. And that devastating contest last Saturday, where just everything went wrong against Morgantown, a good Morgantown team. And, you know, Coach Dustin Ressler said it, the whole week kind of got, you know, thrown off. You have your light practice on Thursday because you think you got a game on Friday. Right. Then you kind of have to turn around and have another light practice on Friday, get them up early for a noon game. Persinger, the quarterback. Ready to roll and lets it fly. Got a man, Farrell, in the direction of hauling it in. And nice job there by Myers on the coverage. Good job here tonight by this South Charleston secondary.
Yes, and it's clear that I believe that GW thinks that they can get the deep ball, and I think that they're going to continuously take those shots as a change-up of just running the ball up inside.
GW has yet to complete a pass. Hand off here, and boy, some hard running by Gunnar Flores, and Flores going to be close to first down yardage. And I believe he, in fact, has moved the chains for a stay focused, don't drive, distracted first down for the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program. Talked about him getting interest from Eastern Kentucky, App State, Mercyhurst. Giacomo likely going to go to St. Francis and play his college football. Flores again, and Flores ripping through the defense there, taking it to the 43-yard line.
Mark, and they blitzed right where he came, where he was running the ball, and just missed the tackle. Once you miss that tackle and you're blitzing, you're putting him in the secondary, and now he's a tough animal to tackle.
First downs again, sponsored by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program. 15-yard pickup on the play for the Patriots of GW. The white-clad Patriots here on this beautiful September Friday evening. Flores, give it to the big man again. Zuniga got him around the ankles. Zuniga, he does a good job on both sides of the ball for South Charleston.
Yes, he does.
'60th year of football for George Washington. Steve Edwards Jr. says, well, basically grew up around GW football. His dad was an assistant for Joe Barches early on there, and then he took over the program. The late Jay Fulton, Mo Townsend were coaches. Hunter Giacomo shredding tacklers. Giacomo to the 10-yard line. About a 24-yard gain. Another look here at Hunter Giacomo.
You're not going to tackle him from the side. You're going to have to get in front of him and go after him with a physical tackle. You're not going to arm tackle him.
Good hard hitting there by SC, but not before Giacomo officially. They're going to call it a 22-yard gain. Or Robert Stegall is going to call it a 22-yard gain, and that's all that matters. Our great statistician, Persinger, handing it off, and here's Flores. Flores inside the 10, and it will take several in the camouflage jerseys to bring him down.
And again, Mark, what you're seeing, like you see guys there to make the tackle. They're just not able to bring him down.
Tonight's closed captioning is exclusively brought to you by the Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia's personal injury victims since 1974. Here is Persinger. He wants to keep it. Persinger going to be taken down. It's a good hard lick there at the 16-yard line.
Just a little play fake inside and then trying to take it outside.
Cheney in on the stop for South Charleston. Third down play coming up here. Give it to Flores. Gunnar Flores will bowl his way into the end zone. Touchdown, GW.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Gunnar Flores, we did a lot of work on that drive, Carl, so
yes.
Let him take it in. Reward him with that touchdown, sponsored by the University of Rio Grande. There's something special about Rio. Here you'll find your place amongst friends and professors who want to see your success. Join the Rio family.
South Charleston has someone down.
Eight plays, 69 yards, 3:49 off the clock. Elijah Woods, who's a talented player for Coach Wrestler's program. He was the one who came up and made the stick on Flores, but it was just a big-time collision there. Teddy Smith missed his last attempt, so it's a 26-0 lead for GW. Persinger will be the holder. Edwards, good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. And George Washington on the Gunnar Flores touchdown, extending its lead following the Smith kick. Big hit there. Flores and Woods. GW on top, 27-0 here on FNR. Next week, we'll have Wayne and Nitro, our Mark A. Hunt and Associates Attorneys at Law scoring summary. And it was an 8-play, 69-yard drive, 3:40 off the clock. Flores scores it for GW, and then Smith adds the extra point. Patriots up here 27-0 with 5:48 to go. GW 181 yards on the ground, no passing. South Charleston just 8 rushing yards, -4 passing. Beautiful shot here at Black Eagle Stadium. Well, 60 years they've been playing football at George Washington High School now. And there's the late Steve Edwards Sr. right there to the right. He was an assistant and took over the program, and boy, he really made GW football relevant.
They were relevant when I was playing, and he was the head coach.
Smith will be kicking it off.
Just a quick note on Elijah Woods. Looks like they're checking him for a concussion.
There's a big collision there.
Didn't seem to me like it was to his head, but he got jarred really hard.
Kickoff sponsored by OVP Health, and the OVP Health kickoff goes to an up man here for South Charleston. Number 18. And they have switched a lot of jerseys here tonight with those camouflage jerseys, but that was Devon Woodson making the return there for the Black Eagles. McCarl 76, South Charleston defeated GW 40-18. GW won 28-6 in 77, and in 78, 6-0. You were on the other side of those games. I wasn't going to bring it up, but
you weren't.
We were talking history there. Had to give the late great Steve Edwards Sr. his due.
At my expense.
Zuniga with the carry there for the Black Eagles. Boy, you'd like to see South Charleston here now get a nice sustained drive going before this half comes to an end. GW is going to get the ball to start the second half. So
right. And I think Zuniga is their path to that. But they're going to need more blocking for him to be able to actually get him a first down.
Matt Riley has gone all the way so far here in this first half as the quarterback getting his first career start. Young man who moved to South Charleston from Texas and Zuniga. Nice job there for a moment. Ball comes out, but
they're going to call him down.
Play was indeed over. And GW had a lot of players coming in there. Landon Hamilton, one of those to come in on the stop along with Casey Atkins.
We haven't seen South Charleston throw the football very much. And this is the third down they're going to need to get.
We gave you those stats a moment ago. Now they got two wide to each side. Brown in motion. Riley awaits the snap. That hit the turf, and here's Malcolm Brown. Splits a couple of defenders. He'll get the football to the 45-yard line. That will be about it. Aldrich in there on the tackle. Solomon Farrell. And well, they're going to have to bring Boston out here. Ball resting at the 44. GW with 8 first downs, 1 for South Charleston.
And you're not going to win a football game with just 1 first down, that's for sure.
Long snapper is Joden Ambergy, and Giacomo lost the handle on it, but will pick it up, and South Charleston does a nice job of getting down the field and making the play. Bryson Johnson was there on the stop. So many times you see that kick team slow up when a guy bobbles, and South Charleston does a nice job there.
Yeah, they finished the coverage.
And a pretty clean game so far in the penalty department. Big Sandy Superstore donates $500 to the home school for hosting Friday night rivals, and they are the one-stop shop for all of your home furnishings and appliance needs. There you see it, just one penalty, 10 yards, and here is Ambergy keeping it. He's at midfield, still on his feet. Ambergy. Touchdown, GW.
And Mark, that's just missed tackles.
Touchdown, Patriots.
There were plenty of opportunities to make a play, and South Charleston just did not do it.
Cy Persinger making the play. Cy Persinger getting the start here tonight. And Teddy Smith will come on to kick it. Persinger will be the holder. And Smith boots it away, and it is good. 63-yard dash here, Cy Persinger. Faking it to Giacomo, and boy, the spin right there, and just got through the traffic, and Persinger throws the ball really well, but showing he can run the football as well, and he journeys 63 yards for the touchdown.
There's no way that you're just going to block him and think he's going to fall down. You're going to have to wrap him up and bring him down.
Hannah Klein, all yours.
All right, guys. So if you're like me, you have to have some snacks whenever you're watching some football. Now I'm here with Justin Caviter. He's the owner of Mohawk Cheesecakes. My favorite time of football season is time to eat some cheesecake. So Justin, you have to tell me, what exactly kind of cheesecake is this that we're about to try?
Oreo bomb cheesecake. It's an Oreo crust. There is actual whole chunks of Oreo inside of the cheesecake, and then there's whipped cream.
I love this job. This is awesome. And I want to bring this over to the camera and I wish you guys could look at this and smell this. I'm about to take a test of this cheesecake right here. Go ahead, let's try it. And what other flavors do you guys have?
I have lemon blueberry, New York style, creme brulee, strawberry swirl, raspberry swirl.
And is this all homemade?
Yes, ma'am.
This is great. It's thick. It's delicious. It's creamy.
I like hyper-focus on things. I got on cheesecake a few years ago, and this is the result.
So you'll be here for the entire game. Is this the first time you guys have been at South Charleston?
Second time.
Awesome. Well, guys, I'm going to continue to eat some cheesecake, and I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
All right, Carl will take one. I'll take one. Robert wants one. Our scoring summary presented by Mark A. Hunt and Associates, attorneys at law. Cy Persinger, 63 yards for the touchdown. Just 12 ticks off the clock. Tavarish Porter made the return there for South Charleston, gets it to the 27-yard line.
South Charleston's going to have to get a drive. They're going to have to chew up this 2 minutes and 57 seconds.
34-0 lead for GW. Malcolm Brown looking to turn the corner, and Brown still on his feet. Solomon Farrell will catch him from behind and take him down.
And we have a flag.
I jinxed it, didn't I?
Yeah. Preliminary call there. I saw him motion as a holding.
But how about the run by Cy Persinger?
Man, he's special.
Big Sandy Superstore donates $500 to the home school for hosting Friday night rivals, and they are the one-stop shop for all of your home furnishings and appliance needs. Well, following the penalty, replay first down here, and another whistle.
This is part of being young, making mistakes. But you cannot. It's hard to make these kind of mistakes against a team like GW that's well polished and will keep scoring on you.
Well, you see that scoreboard, you press.
Yeah.
And that is the part of youth. It's just, we've all heard it as we grew up, patience.
Yep.
So another first down play here. Matt Riley looking to throw, and that one was that caught? Brown caught it.
I don't think he was the intended receiver.
He was not. I believe Myers was, and get another look at that one. Right there, it was tipped.
It was tipped, yeah.
Malcolm Brown highlighted that young man before the game. Myers was the targeted player and then winds up in Brown's hands. So a little bit of breathing room here for SC. Matt Riley on the move, and Riley will slide down there.
Good positive yards though. Still gonna be a long third down here.
Casey Atkins, first-year starter, hard-nosed, been a surprise starter. As you see young Matt Riley there. Talking with Steve Edwards Jr. this week, he said, we got a lot of surprise starters on this team. Beautiful Black Eagles Stadium here. South Charleston played for years at Oaks Field and Dunbar's Lions Club Field for a few.
Yeah.
And then got up here in 2015. Talked about Steve Edwards Jr. GW 0 for 3 passing, SC 6 of 9. Coming up, our Huntington Mall halftime report. We'll take you around to the schools, see what's happening at both GW and South Charleston. Introduce you to our downtown Ford Scholar Athletes of the Week, our Big Sandy Superstore check presentation. It's all coming up on the Huntington Mall Halftime Report. The Huntington Mall, a destination for dining and entertainment. This is talk about 60th year anniversary for GW football, 30th year anniversary for that 94 South Charleston State Championship team led by our good buddy Bryce Casto.
What a great coach Casto was.
Yes, he was. Just a great individual.
Yeah.
Just retired here at South Charleston as the athletic director. Great athlete at Ripley High School. Went on to star on the offensive line at West Virginia State for 3 years, all conference all 3 years in that school's Hall of Fame. Mid-Ohio Valley Sports Hall of Famer. His team beat University. That was the first year for state football championships in Wheeling, and of course they are returning to Charleston this year. Matt Riley back to pass, flings it in the direction of Malcolm Brown. He can't hang on.
Would have been a hard ball to catch, but it would be catchable, could be catchable. And in a situation like this, they have to make those kinds of plays.
Head coach for South Charleston, Dustin Ressler, he played at Logan High School and then went to Fairmont under the guidance of Rusty Elliott as a lineman. The Boston will have to kick it away. Savion Brown watches it roll, and South Charleston will down it. And see if it's the 35 or 34 yard line. And that was Cheney on the play there for South Charleston. 1:22 to go here in this first half of action.
Mark, I think South Charleston should be prepared for GW to probably try to get down the field in a hurry and get another score before halftime.
Now 2 wide to each side for Persinger. Persinger standing tall, lets it fly, and intercepted by South Charleston. Jameer Myers makes the pick for the Black Eagles. Intended for Farrell.
Pass intercepted by the Black Eagles.
They were apparently, Mark, they were prepared. It just made sense for GW to go after another touchdown before the halftime.
Myers, 6'1", 160, a senior. He's one of those guys coaches say, well, I wish I'd have had him longer. He's a senior, first year out, but making the most of it, and a big catch there on the throw from Persinger. So South Charleston with the football here. And they have Caden Hackman in there as a receiver. Again, he's been the starting quarterback the past 2 games. Riley going to launch, looking for Myers, who makes the great catch. What a terrific grab by Jameer Myers as he gets the football to the 31-yard line.
That's a great catch.
There's the interception. 38-yard reception. So an interception followed by a reception by Jameer Myers. And a first down for the Black Eagles. First down is being sponsored by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program. First down. Stay focused. Don't drive distracted. First down. And South Charleston, a big lift here before the half. Another look, Carl.
He's got plenty of time. He put a lot of air under it, and just a great catch.
Spins away from one defender.
Yep.
Atkins put the clamp on him. Well, you know, it's always what they say within games. It's the victories within the game.
Yes.
That you are trying to mount up. Now, there hasn't been enough of those tonight or in previous games for SC, but, you know, those are the kind of plays, you know, that can ignite you, start you, and
it identifies guys who are willing to make plays and have the ability to make plays in this type of a situation.
Well, we know one guy who's made plays back-to-back, and that's Myers.
For sure.
Matt Riley showing off his arm there, and here's Riley going to gun it, and that one is snagged. How about Myers with another grab? First down by the Governor's Highway Safety Program, and it takes South Charleston into the Glenville State University red zone.
Now, if I'm the quarterback, I mean, where are you going? It should be clear.
Matt Riley guns in the direction of Brown. Incomplete. Flores was giving chase to Riley.
Again, South Charleston is showing something that, to me, proves that they have some talent there. They have the ability to get down the field in a hurry. Whether it's run or pass, they have the ability to do it. They just have to stay confident and keep playing.
Riley awaits the snap. Giacomo coming, and that pass falls incomplete. And trying to get it into the hands of Tavarish Porter.
This is a big series for South Charleston. They've got to get on the board here.
Riley was 4 of 7 coming into tonight's game. See a couple of big passes here. Here comes Flores. Riley got rid of it, and the catch is made.
And a flag.
Wow. Myers again with the grab.
Yeah.
The flag comes out.
I think he went high.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure here if maybe an unsportsmanlike call.
Yeah.
Also.
Because, he went to the head.
There's one back here at the 26-yard line.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
But what about Jameer Myers? Another big catch. Brad Simmons, our referee tonight. And the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission encourages anyone who loves sports, wants to be a part of the action, to take the classes, become an official in a variety of sports. They are needed desperately. Could not have these great athletic events without them. Now the discussion continues here. The call here from Mr. Simmons. Here's Myers. And Farrell almost had the interception.
He almost had the interception.
I mean to tell you, now that's great concentration.
Yes. And he got hit on top of that, and he caught it.
That's when that flag came out. But then I think there was some things being said on the other end that led to the second penalty. So that's going to put the football, they've got it resting at the 10 to make that the 15-yard line. Steve Edwards Jr. said he remembers the excitement of playing in this game. Been gunning for win number 200 tonight.
That's a lot of wins.
His father had 101. He was big on getting his feet wet. Bring you our stat sponsor read here in just a moment. Brown in motion. met Riley. Here comes Giacomo, and the pass is incomplete. Attorney Pat Jacobs has over 40 years of experience successfully representing injured and disabled clients throughout the state of West Virginia, providing us with our great stats here tonight. So, fourth down play coming up here for South Charleston.
That was a dangerous pass. He had a lot of air under there. He's going to need to want to throw a strike here to somebody.
Caden Wilborn is the center. Snap it to Riley. Riley unleashes, and the ball is going to be picked off. GW comes up with the interception by Jackson Morgan. Morgan, 6'1", 190, a senior, and he makes the pick, and that will end this first half of play. Now you say 34-0, but it's a good battle here. South Charleston fighting hard against a very talented GW team. Gonna catch up with Dustin Ressler in just a moment. Beautiful shot here of Black Eagle Stadium. Black Eagle Way here in South Charleston. And thanks to all the great folks here at South Charleston High School for having us on board here for our fourth edition of the Parmar Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week. Principal Ryan Carter, Barbara Ames, Kyle Root, the AD. Hannah Klein is with head coach Dustin Ressler of South Charleston. Hannah, take it away.
Halftime entertainment. Please welcome the George Washington Patriot Marching Band.
All right, Coach, just a little bit of turbulence going into the half. What's going through your head right now?
What was that? I'm sorry.
It's okay. A little bit of turbulence going into the half. What's going through your head right now?
Well, we had a chance to score, and, we had a few mental errors over here, and, we just got to get it right here in halftime, and we have plenty to talk about, so that's what we're planning on doing.
How do you manage that emotion going into the half?
We just got to kind of keep ourselves in check. I mean, emotions are high. It's a good rivalry game, and we just got to make some adjustments and keep our cool right now.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
All right, thank you very much, and many thanks to Dustin Ressler. And again, many thanks to the great folks here, Ryan Carter, Barbara Ames, Daniel Ramazan, Kyle Root, and, of course, head coach Dustin Ressler for having us in their house on this Friday night in the beautiful month of September. Beautiful night for football. GW on top, 34-0. Our Huntington Mall halftime report heads your way right now.
Well, we're here at the Huntington Mall, one of the sponsors for Friday Night Rivals, and I'm actually here with Margie Valdez. She's the marketing director here at the mall. And you should tell me, this has been multiple years in a row. How awesome is it to be back?
It's great to be back. We I love all the local high schools and the students and the families that come here to the mall. So to be able to support this again is a really great thing. And
I know here at the mall, you guys have been expanding these last few months as well.
Yes, we've got so many new exciting additions we want people to come and check out, especially Dave & Buster's. It's just a great place. What is it, to eat, watch, and play? Yep.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to add? I always really want to focus on the community.
Yeah, absolutely. We do so much here at the mall, and if everybody wants to just visit huntingtonmall.com, we have events listed up through November now. Gotcha. So, yeah, we got a lot going on.
Awesome, Margie. Well, I appreciate you, and more Friday Night Rivals coming up after this. Well, this is a halftime presentation brought to you by Big Sandy Superstore. Now, I'm here with the new principal for South Charleston High School. This is Ryan Carter. Now, $500 going directly to your school. Why is this so important?
Anytime that we can get community support and as well as just Charleston, West Virginia to support us, we couldn't be more happy, and we're excited for this $500.
And I know I'm going to put you on the spot, but do you have any idea what this money might be going towards?
As a new principal, we're really working on rebranding, and so this is going to go to all my sports and my students. We're really working on rebranding. The legacy starts here.
Well, I appreciate you. Nice to meet you. And again, this is a halftime presentation brought to you by Big Sandy Superstore.
All right, Hannah Klein, and what a night here in the Kanawha Valley. Your hometown there, Carl. And
it's beautiful.
Beautiful shot with our drone. John Yost running the show. GW9 first downs, South Carolina 3. Numbers from this first half, 244 on the ground. So 69 passing for South Charleston, kind of ignited the Black Eagles a little bit there late in the half.
Yeah, and I think the passing is good, but on the backside of it, a bad thing about it are the interceptions.
Of course, the big plays by GW, and South Charleston has had the football a lot longer here in this game. 3 penalties on the Black Eagles, 30 yards won by George Washington. Outstanding performances at halftime by the respective bands. George Washington under the guidance of Bobby Jinks, and South Charleston under the guidance of Corey Green. Well, a lot of great players here, and I don't think none greater than this guy, Robert Alexander, Carl.
My idol. He was the guy who taught me basically how to train, how to do everything, how to do all the right stuff. Great friend, great football player, and I mean, like I said, he was my idol.
2-time Kennedy Award winner, went on to West Virginia University, played in the NFL, and with just incredible numbers when he was in high school. Rushed for almost 6,000 yards, 92 touchdowns. Just unbelievable. Lost Robert a couple of years ago, and sadly missed by all who knew him. And getting this second half set to go here. What do you expect here in this second half? Long way to go, but first let's look at, you fall in love with the game at an early age. I'm not sure if young Steve is practicing his kicking or he doesn't like the play of the coach. And that is Steve Edwards Jr.
That's a great pick right there, I tell you.
Many thanks to Steve. But what's your thoughts on this second half?
I think it's a challenge for South Charleston. I think one of the things that they have to do, they have to move the ball, but they're going to have to move the ball. They're not going to be able to just keep throwing the ball. They're going to need to be able to run the ball and throw the ball, and maybe even some play action. So we'll see if that shows up. But if not, I think the clock is just going to be in G-Dub's favor.
It will be South Charleston kicking it to GW, and that will be Josh Boston. Boston, an ROTC young man, soccer player, has a really strong leg, 45 yards out. They feel confident in what he can do. He's got it teed up in SC in those camouflage jerseys tonight. Flores is back deep. Giacomo is back deep. And Savion Brown is back deep, and I guess pick your poison with any of those three. South Charleston needs one more body out there.
They've been short a couple of different times on special teams.
OVP Health Kickoff to start this second half. Going to come off the foot of Josh Boston. And away we go. And this one lifted up, and Flores gathers it at the 7. And Flores on the move at midfield. Makes a nice move. Gunnar Flores finally taken down from behind. But what a return by Gunnar Flores.
It's a tough way for South Charleston to start out the half.
Tavarish Porter made the tackle, a touchdown-saving tackle. Flores, like a bolt of lightning.
Yes.
So George Washington on offense, great field position to begin this second half. 64-yard return. Here is Savion Brown. Stiff arm. Savion Brown bouncing in the direction of the end zone and finally taken out of bounds.
South Charleston is going to have to pick up their emotions. They got to forget that kickoff return and try to motivate, because what's going to happen is South Charleston's offense is going to come out. You want to give them something to be able to think like, hey, we can win this game. Somebody's got to step up and do that.
Handed off to Solomon Farrell. Farrell getting a call, and he will take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
And there's a flag.
Touchdowns being presented by the University of Rio Grande.
Hold everything as penalty.
Brad Simmons to give us the call. Well, you preach to your guys. You got to control the enthusiasm. Hard to do sometimes.
Well, and I think Farrell, he played for South Charleston at one point, so I think for him, he wants to throw out a dig any chance he can.
Getting an opportunity to run the football there. Here is Teddy Smith delivering it, but it all starts with that great return by Flores. Farrell gets it into the end zone, a little lick there, and afterwards, a little spin with
of the ball. Yeah.
See, I don't have really that much of a problem with spinning the ball if you're doing it, not flaunting it, but nevertheless, it's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
I had to practice it a lot because I didn't score often.
Nor did I.
We had you scoring last weekend, buddy. All right, our Marquet Hunt and Associates scoring summary. 2 plays, 24 yards, just 22 seconds off the clock. Think about the scoring drives that GW have had, Carl, in this game. I mean, 13. I mean, we did have one 340, one play.
Those 13s are seconds.
yeah. One play, 63 yards by Persinger.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give up those kinds of big plays and have a chance to win.
Teddy Smith set with our OVP Health kickoff. On the far side, and that is Porter, and Porter will bring it to the 45, about the 47-yard line. Porter's made some nice plays here tonight for South Charleston. Tackle made there by Aldrich. Aldrich wears number 7. Interesting story about number 7. You know who first wore number 7 for GW? Steve Edwards Jr.
Oh,
I said, how did it all start? He said he was a linebacker tight end. He said, Dad bought new uniforms, and I wanted a single-digit number. I got number 7. And think about the guys that's worn it. Steve Edwards Jr., Ryan Switzer, and Grant Wells.
Those are some good names.
And now Aldrich. So, Aldrich, the coaching staff's high on you if you're wearing number 7. All right, Matt Riley and South Charleston ready to go to work here now in this second half, and hand it off to Zuniga, and Zuniga zooming his way to the 45-yard line. Nice rip there for Zuniga. Atkins makes the tackle. Nice first down pickup there.
See, if South Charleston can do that, that allows them to control the clock. And then if they still have the ability to throw the ball, that's when you can take advantage of getting them worried about you running and then going over the top.
Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Met Riley awaits the snap, and the youngster flips it and keeps it. Bouncing off defenders and then going to be taken down. Nice play there by Landon Hamilton. Hamilton, a first-year player, again a surprise starter, and makes the tackle there. This little trick play there, if you will.
It leaves them at 3rd and 5.
They lose one on the play. 3rd and 4. Black Eagles break the huddle here. Beautiful night for football. Dustin Ressler and SC trying to snap out of a losing streak. Here's a pass, and that one is tipped. It was intended for Caden Hackman. Team starting quarterback the first 2 games. But the ball falls incomplete, and South Charleston will have to kick it away. Josh Boston. 26-yard average on the night. His 7th punt. Here comes the pressure, and it was Aldrich, number 7, talking about that. Savion Brown going to let this one roll, and South Charleston's going to be able to pin GW deep in its own territory.
Josh Boston's punt down to the 4-yard line.
So Boston.
This is a great opportunity for South Charleston to be able to, if they can stop them, get them 3 plays and out, get the ball back, have good field position, have an opportunity to get on the scoreboard.
43-yard punt by Boston. Got that nice roll. GW already on the board here in this 3rd quarter, up 41-0. Thanks in part to the big rip by Flores. Persinger hands it off, and here is Savion Brown. Just taking South Charleston tacklers with him. And they finally get him on the ground at the 28, I believe, about a 24-yard pickup.
That is not what they needed.
You got him pinned in deep, and
Yep.
boy, Savion Brown gives GW a stay focused, don't drive distracted first down from the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program. Fresh, big gainer. Brown again gets the call, makes the move. And Brown will be knocked out of bounds by Jameer Myers. And that's going to move the chains again. 17-yard pickup.
You can't survive if you're giving up those types of yardage each on every down.
And 2 big runs by Savion Brown at 42 yards. Cy Persinger ready to go here at QB and hands it off to Giacomo, and Hunter Giacomo making moves. Giacomo at the 30. Giacomo will cruise into the end zone.
Mark, on the play before this one, the corners are allowing them to block them down inside. And then when that back breaks outside, there's nobody there. And they've done that on the last 2 plays. And that's the reason they're getting the big bounce outside and being able to get down the field.
Hunter Giacomo with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And coming into the game, he had 2 already on the season from the rush standpoint, so he has 4 now. Teddy Smith trying to convert his 6th PAT of the night. Cy Persinger with the hold. Edwards with the snap. And it's good. Another look at Hunter Giacomo.
See, the corner gets inside right on as the last blocker there. And now you're putting him outside and there's nobody to catch him.
Well, and it stings for South Charleston because you had them pinned at the 4-yard line.
Yes. Yes.
Timeout. GW on top of SC here in South Charleston. Deliver another OVP Health kickoff here on our Parmar Friday Night Rivals. Game of the week presented by Eyewitness Sports. Our scoring summary sponsored by Mark A. Hunt and Associates, the Kanawha Valley's premier personal injury law firm. And Hunter Giacomo. 3 plays, 96 yards, 45 seconds off the clock. Smith with the kick. Bobbled over there. Scooped up, and here comes Porter. Tavarish Porter. We called his name a lot tonight,
Yes.
Carl.
Yes, we have. If there's anybody that's playing, he is definitely putting it out.
Kickoffs for tonight's game sponsored all season long by OVP Health, formerly Ohio Valley Physicians, in business since 1999. South Charleston back to work here, trailing it 48-0 on our Parmar Friday Night Rivals game of the week. GW in search of a third straight win over the Black Eagles. Matt Riley, still the QB. Swinging out here on the near side. Snag will be made by South Charleston's Bryson Johnson.
They run this to a trip side, and it's more or less like a screen.
Johnson just a big back. Been in the weight room. Was an offensive lineman. Calls the defense. Studies film. What you want. Second down coming up here for SC. Trying to get on the board here on this Friday night. Pass out to the near side, and the catch made there by Elijah Mayo Cosson. Closed captioning is exclusively brought to you by the Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia's personal injury victims since 1974. Stop made there by George Washington's Ashton Lusk, a sophomore, 6'170", getting some playing time here tonight. Matt Riley awaits the snap. Has some protection, lets it fly, looking for Myers.
I think he was looking for a possible pass interference, though. He just was in his way. He didn't necessarily interrupt him.
Myers had the big end to the first half with the interception and then cut some nice passes. SC just could not punch it in. Hayden Thaxton checking into the George Washington defensive alignment. Romel Henderson, who's just a freshman, big guy. He is out, and a pick. Picked off by Casey Atkins, and Atkins is taken down, but ends the drive for South Charleston.
A 4th and 3, and I just...
Interception for the Patriots by
I believe Caden Hackman made the tackle. Another look at it here, Matt Riley, and just good concentration there by the linebacker. Casey Atkins, first-year starter, the junior. Big delivery of a hit. And we head to a break. GW with the football when we return on FNR. Okay.
26 yards on the.
Okay, 26. Okay. Yeah, we got the SC video and Big Steve. Man, God, I thought I was going to sneeze. I thought I was going to sneeze, man.
We're here at West Virginia State Police Academy. Now, I'm actually here with Sergeant Allen. They are one of the sponsors here for Friday Night Rivals. Now, this is the first year you guys are sponsors. Why is this so important?
This is a big recruiting year for us. We just kicked off our campaign for the 74th Cadet class. Testing starts next month.
And then tell me the benefits in doing this.
We got pretty good benefits. We start at $61,000 a year pay, great health insurance, great retirement, and a good family environment to work in.
And how many weeks does this usually take?
It's a 24-week academy, and then you're assigned your duty station.
Awesome. You were telling me it's really like a family here. Why were you saying that?
We take care of each other. We're here for each other, and we take care of the state of West Virginia really well.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you, and guys, I'll go ahead and sit it back.
All right, thank you, Hannah. Here we are in South Charleston, home of the Black Eagles. A lot of great players down through the years, including that guy, Carl Lee. Played for the Black Eagles, and he got selected to play for the South team, North-South All-Star Football Classic, which is now played here on this field. And I'm telling you what, that was a star-studded group. Steve Edwards Jr. was on that South team.
Yes. Kurt Warner was also on that team.
Yeah, we better mention him. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Our good buddy Jim Mahan. We got a picture later we'll flash up from that team. But, again, you're getting set to go off to college, play at Marshall, and you sort of want to know where you stack up. And I'm sure that was a great experience. And that was back in the day when North-South guys were there for 2 weeks at Institute, not one.
Well, I'll tell you what, the very first time I saw Kurt Warner run the football, I realized that he belonged where he was going to college. He could absolutely play. He was a phenomenal player.
And you guys became great friends.
Great friends, yeah.
Went on to the Penn State to play for the Nittany Lions, then on to the NFL. George Washington with the football. Cy Persinger handing it off. And good cuts here, and GW on the move as they just continue to bring in the horses and give it to DeMaje Spencer there. 5'7", 140, a sophomore. And not only is it a Governor's Highway Safety Program first down, they have entered the Glenville State University red zone. 40-yard gallop for Spencer.
I mean, they have had so many they've broken so many runs over 20 yards today. It's just unbelievable.
Persinger gets the snap, hands it to Spencer, and corralled pretty good there by the Black Eagles. Second down coming up here. Now, you played in that North-South game for the late Frank Vincent, who had great success at Old Charleston High, and then moved on to Glenville to be the head coach there. And here's Spencer going down.
It's a good play.
Nice tackle made there by Bryson Johnson. Talked about him on the offensive side there a moment ago.
Yeah.
But certainly an outstanding defensive player. They're down and 5, handed off and spinning his way into the end zone for George Washington is Kyan Davis, the 5'9", 175-pound junior. Touchdowns presented by the University of Rio Grande. GW adding another here as they bring in some fresh backs.
Yes, you know they're bringing in, they're subbing and still actually making big plays.
New kicker.
New kicker for GW, and they're going to insert Preston Roach into kick. Persinger remains the holder. Edwards the snapper, and the kick is up. And that one will not be good. Here is a look at the touchdown by Davis.
Just a power run.
Our scoring summary presented by Mark A. Hunt and Associates, Attorneys at Law. 4 plays, 43 yards, 2:25 off the clock. Comes at the 3-minute mark here. Davis takes it in.
The problem with this game is GW, when they get the ball, they're scoring almost in 3 or 4 plays using less than a minute or 2 minutes. And then they're getting the ball back from South Charleston right after 3 or 4 plays.
Roach will be the kicker. GW has its kickoff team set. OVP Health providing you with tonight's kickoffs, and there have been a plentiful supply of those by GW. Squib this one on the ground. Scooped up there for South Charleston. And we have to make sure we get the right number there on these camouflage jerseys. Colton Westfall scooping it up and taking it in for a nice little return there for the South Charleston Black Eagles. Tonight's streaming sponsor is brought to you by Jan Deals. We won't take no for an answer following that OVP Health kickoff. Matt Riley handing it off. Zuniga with a nice run. Gets it to the 48-yard line.
He's been pretty effective for most of the night. I mean, given what he's been dealing with, I think he's actually really played really good.
9-yard pickup. Second down here for SC. Closing in on a minute to play in this third quarter here from South Charleston. Riley fakes the handoff. Riley loses his footing and goes down. Young guy trying to take it to the outside for South Charleston.
You cannot lose yardage after you have a 2nd and short. Now you're going 3rd and 8. A loss of 7.
We'll be checking in just a moment with Hannah Klein. She's got a special guest, one of our favorites. Matt Riley stands at the 40-yard line, gets the snap, flings it, and nearly picked off. So close. And had that been picked, it would have been taken back by DeMaje Spencer. Ooh.
That's the kind of interception that you want to get. You want to get the one running.
Time winding down. And that's going to do it. Away we go to the 4th quarter here in South Charleston. Gorgeous night. GW in the lead. Our Smile Cam throughout this 2024 season of Friday Night Rivals is brought to you exclusively by Pulaski Orthodontics, where your perfect smile begins. And let's head it down to Hannah Klein, standing by with one of our all-time favorites. Hannah?
All right, guys, so we're having a great time down here, and you often see him on the sidelines. This is Michael Switzer, a part of GW's family for a couple years, right?
2 years.
22 years. So talk a little bit. I know you're always asked about your son, Ryan. So far, how is he doing?
Ryan's doing great. He's the wide receivers coach and recruiting coordinator for University of Tulsa. They're just started their season. He's got some great kids. Got a lot of young kids, because when you take over a program and you're trying to rebuild, that's what you do, is you go out and find the guys that you want. But he was named a top 30, under 30 coach in America this year, and he had the best recruiting class in the group of 5 for his wide receivers and so forth. So he's been able to, find the guys that he's want, and now he's like teaching them how they can play.
That's so cool, because if people don't know much about Ryan was the only player here at GW High School to be drafted to the NFL. Right. It's very impressive.
Yeah. I mean, he had a great career. He and I talk about that all the time. He had a great trajectory to get to the NFL. His career at GW, obviously, and then went to Carolina, where he became the all-time leading receiver and the nation's, the NCAA leading punt returner in a season, and set all kinds of records like that. got drafted. He never missed any games his entire college career, and then you get to the NFL, and it was just like, the injuries kind of mount up. And, he had significant, injuries when that happened. But, he was drafted. He, was named to the all-rookie team after that. He had success, played with some great players, and, then it was just time for, the next phase of life to go on.
And I know we were talking earlier that this could be Coach's 200th career win, and you've been at several of these games.
I've been over maybe 120 of them or something like that, trekking the sidelines with him. I think I even have when he got his 100th victory and they doused him with the Gatorade or whatnot. But I tell people all the time, I appreciate Coach E, lets me be a part of the program and the stuff that I do for them. He's got a great staff here, and that is the biggest thing I tell people is that, he has a great staff. He's got great guys that work with him. They all respect each other. They know football. They're in the building at George Washington. They really know football. They really enjoy the kids and being around them. And they, teach the kids what they need to about the game of football. And they're consistent. They're consistent in the way they run their program. They're consistent in the things that they do from a day-to-day basis. And anybody that knows anything about football, that is the key, is the consistency.
Well, I will let you go back and head on the sidelines, and Mark will go ahead and send him back.
All right, Hannah. Michael Switzer, what a great guy. And you think there's a few pictures lying around the house of Ryan during his career?
I'm sure.
We have an injured player here, Carl, while Hannah was conducting that great interview with Michael, one of our favorites. Samaji Wesley came up with the interception, so GW has the football back. They have a new quarterback in, Mark Blankenship, and on the first play with Blankenship at quarterback, South Charleston has an injured player here. What do you think about that career of Ryan Switzer? When I first met Michael, Ryan was playing at John Adams Middle School, and and he wasn't being a dad. He was just simply being, we were talking about his kids. He's got, I believe, 4 daughters, and just Ryan is the only boy. And he said, I've got a son. He plays football. He's not very big, but he's not bad. And that was all that was said. And then boom, this kid shows up on the scene at GW, and the rest is history. 2 times he is the player of the year in the state.
I went to see him because I had heard about him. I went to see him play a game while he was at GW, and he was clearly a complete standout over everybody.
Well, we have this injured player, and boy, you always hate to see it, and especially you don't have a great feeling when kind of things take as long as they have at this moment.
Yeah.
GW has been in control of this game. They got a block punt that led to the first touchdown. And let's take a look again at the Samaji Wesley interception. He's kind of playing center field there.
Yeah, and he was overthrown, so it was almost just basically like a punt return.
Again, these camouflage jerseys, a little hard to see from the front. Let's see on defense, and not sure, it might be Myers. And still can't really get a good look. Meanwhile, Davis gets the call. Blankenship is the new quarterback. Now, Switzer was 2-time Kennedy Award at GW. They had 2 other ones. Mike Estes was a great quarterback in the season of 1977, went on and played at West Virginia Tech. And then David Baer, a great running back. He won it in 1980. Baer went on to play for the Richmond Spiders. Swing it to the outside. SC defense is there as Gabriel Nicholas comes down. And I believe he might have fumbled. And Yeah, it looks like the Black Eagles have come away with the football.
For Black Eagles.
Not sure, Bradley Sigmund, number 32, comes away with the fumble recovery, so SC will have it. Still have not been able to get a good look at the injured player for South Charleston. He's been kind of shielded since they got him to the sidelines. So South Charleston takes over the football. Matt Riley takes the snap. Zuniga maneuvering. In fact, it was Damian Chaney, 21, not 2. Well, if you're both teams, George Washington, you're getting some young kids into the game.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having a game like this, that you're up 54-0. You can get a lot of kids some play time.
South Charleston, meanwhile, just continuing to run offense, work on things, and grow against the team. Looks to have a really fine season in what is season number 60. Ball falls incomplete.
Receiver tripped. It's kind of setting it up like a screen.
First set of ratings coming out this week from the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. Of course, first time ever that we had 4 classes with ratings. And in Quad A, the big schools class, there are only 16 teams, so they're all going to get there. Third down conversion, South Charleston 0 of 11. GW number 4, Spring Mills, Martinsburg, Hedgesville. The top 3 all from the Eastern Panhandle. Martinsburg having its way tonight with Hedgesville. Here's Matt Riley lifting it up, and that one is tipped. Going in the direction of Myers again.
He throws the ball. He throws a good ball.
He does.
Yeah.
Ashton Lusk.
Good coverage, though.
Well, it's going to bring up a punting situation here for the Black Eagles. Josh Boston gets it away, hangs it up there, and roll and go down at about the 38-yard line. Now our Dan Carney heading out onto the field. That means we've got a break in the action. GW on top of SC here on FNR. Welcome back here to Friday Night Rivals. Now we've actually showing you scenes from the Hatchet game a couple of weeks ago. is the late Frank Marino, Ripley's coach. As Ripley won that Hatchet game, we were glad to bring that on a Thursday night. Here on a Friday night, GW and South Charleston. Well, SC had to punt it away again. Carl, an unfortunate. Give the ball back to GW here.
And GW is obviously they substituted most of their first group out of there, so they're actually now playing with backups.
Blankenship still the quarterback. And here is the journey by Kyan Davis, the junior. 5'9", 175. Low snap to Blankenship. Blankenship will be run out of bounds. Blankenship. It's been a 5-yard pickup. Hand it off, and here goes Davis, and Davis picks up first down yardage. Well, there's what they are playing for here tonight. A lot of pride and certainly a wonderful prize that we give out each week on Friday Night Rivals. Champions of the Game trophy. Champions of the Game provided all season long by the great folks at Tri-State Trophy in Barbersville. First downs, GW 17, South Charleston 3.
I mean, that speaks the game.
Have a flag on the play here. Well, you know it's frustrating, but
you can't do something like that at this point. And even as frustrated as you can be, you cannot make those kind of mistakes because all it's going to do is just hurt the score. It's going to give them another opportunity to score.
.405 remaining here in this contest. Blankenship. Low snap. Blankenship in trouble, gets away, and Blankenship upended at around the 20-yard line. Tonight's closed captioning is exclusively brought to you by the Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia's personal injury victims since 1974.
That was actually a good tackle. He went down low and cut his legs out from under him. South Charleston has done just a lot of grabbing and not really putting their shoulder pads on the receivers or running backs.
Blankenship being pursued, and down he goes. Good piece of tackling there by the Black Eagles. Miles Terry coming in along with Trey Hayes. There's Trey. Loss of 6 on the play. While we have a moment, I want to wish Jason Hurst the best. Jason been with me for 2 years. In fact, first met Jason at Riverside on top of the press box. So if you want to come out and see a high school football game, he was coming from Connecticut and drove out to Quincy and met me on top of the press box there at Riverside High School, and he was there tonight to cover the Huntington game. So I'm sending you to Riverside Huntington for your last high school football game. And he sent me a picture, and I said, well, that's not the same press box because they have a new one now. All right. Hand it off, and that is going to be 24 flags are out everywhere, and Henry Davis's touchdown likely coming back.
Flags on the play.
Great job tonight by our crew here, and certainly the officiating crew. See Brad Simmons next week when we do Wayne and Nitro. That could set an FNR record for consecutive weeks with officials. He's got 2 in a row right now. See,
we might be claimed for bias.
Now Garrett Lester, Jason Frame, Butch Mound, Zane Townsend, Alicia Walker, Roger Kissinger, Brian Shepard, John Yost, Dan Carney, Andrew Nagowski, Chris Riggs, Robert Stegall, Matt Sampson, Michelle Carroll. Just an outstanding crew that brings it all to you each and every week. Carl, always great being with you, my man. Hannah Klein.
I appreciate being here with you.
Well, another flag comes out as they try that reverse the other way this time. Henry Davis on the call again. Flag comes out. Well, I say it every week, and I say it no matter if it's a college game, a high school game. Put these headsets on a Friday, on a Saturday, you're blessed. You know, really blessed.
I give you that. To me, it's the first time that I've really had an opportunity to really do this a lot, and I think the good thing about it, it gives you a whole nother perspective of watching the game.
No doubt. Most people who watch games, they don't have producers talking in their ears. Like Michelle Carroll, who does a great job. See what I told you? She needs something right now. Big Sandy Superstore donates $500 to the homeschool for hosting Friday Night Rivals, and they are the one-stop shop for all of your home furnishings and appliance needs. Hand off and give it to Davis. And Davis will be corralled.
You let the ball go, but I don't think they were calling it a fumble.
Been impressed tonight with Bryson Johnson, the junior for South Charleston. I was mentioning Jason Hurst, Kenny Bass, and Jason back at WCHS Fox 11. They are getting ready for Friday Night Football Extra, and hopefully all works out. Get a chance to join those guys. Many games from around the region that we covered, and we look forward to it next week. Looking forward to this one. Red and Black of Wayne. Tom Harmon, great job he's done there at Wayne. Nitro. Boo McKinney, so it should be a lot of fun. It all starts at 7 o'clock. Underwood Field in Nitro, our Parmar Friday Night Rivals game of the week. Met Riley and South Charleston taking over now. And Met lets it fly and looking for Porter. Porter covered there by Manfredo Chacon, a sophomore, 5'10", 140.
And he had good coverage on him.
Stats provided tonight by attorney Pat Jacobs. Pat Jacobs has over 40 years of experience successfully representing injured and disabled clients throughout the state of West Virginia. Second down here following the incompletion. Riley guns it, and that is going to be picked off. Well, aiming in that same direction, and GW was ready as Beckett Smith, a freshman, 5'9", 145, gets his first varsity pick.
I think obviously South Charleston was trying to go down the field, try to get on the scoreboard. But the ball was up in the air, easy interception, change of possession.
Yeah, and that did it. Final play of the game, and it ends on an interception, and it is GW winning it by a final of 54-0, and in the process, Steve Edwards Jr. picks up career win number 200. We'll come back. We'll present Coach Edwards and his Patriots with our Champions of the Game trophy and our Big Sandy Superstore play of the game. All that is coming up, but first, great scenes from Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals.
The best Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Here comes the pressure. Gonna go deep into the end zone. It's a flip, and it's
wow.
blocked. What a great catch from Shane Bauer, the 6'2 senior.
14-point lead for the visitors. The handoff again to Porsche. Porsche turns on the corner. He's got it to the 20. Shakes and bakes, slides away from 2-3 tacklers. Gets a couple of blockers in front of him at the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Here comes pressure as he was about to throw the football. The ball is free. Gurley on the hit and taking it back to the house.
Gonna try to go. Does he have some room? Wow. This time he's hit, loses his helmet, and just like that gets stopped.
Game clock. Gustin looking to the end zone. He's got a man. It's Haymaker. And he pulls down the catch for a Viking touchdown. Yeah. Jack Haymaker. That's a Viking touchdown presented by Donato's.
Great job, Haymaker.
Throwing towards the end zone. It will be picked off. And the Rams win it in overtime. Intercepted by Turner.
DeMarco has a man wide open on the near side. He goes over to the middle. Touchdown! 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 McQuaid!
Well, Parmar Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week, presented by Eyewitness Sports. Matt Riley and South Charleston tonight Just GW, just a lot of weapons tonight, and they were able to get the lead and never look back. Hackman trying to throw it up here, and it was picked off. Nice play by Samaji Wesley, and that would just be one of many outstanding plays for GW tonight. Down to Hannah Klein we go. That is our Big Sandy Superstore play of the game. Hannah, take it away.
Was it Gatorade or what was it? It was just water? Okay.
A lot of ice.
Yeah. So, Coach, I first want to say you're a little soaked as today you've just received 200th career win. What does this mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. It means a lot of people are involved in this. A lot of good assistant coaches, a lot of great teams, a lot of great players, and I'm happy that it happened, and I'm happy with this group right here.
And that's 99 ahead of your dad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and but he helped me get quite a few of mine. So. But it's an accomplishment for everybody. I mean, it's a team game. It's a team coaching job, and I got some great assistants, and I've had some great assistants and great teams and great players. It's all about these guys.
And throughout the years, what does this program truly mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, it's a big part of my life. I mean, I've lived in the community and been a part of the community, been a part of George Washington High School, and just to have that opportunity to be able to be there and change some things and help make some change and get a chance to coach guys like this, it's super. I couldn't ask for anything else. Very lucky.
Well, congratulations, Coach, and congratulations, FNR Champions of the Week. Let me hear it.
All right, Carl Lee. Now, big win for GW here tonight. GW at Spring Valley next week. South Charleston plays at Riverside. So GW 4-0, South Charleston 0-4. GW celebrates. South Charleston, just work to be done to rebuild the program.
It's still in the rebuilding process, but they'll get there.
All right, Carl, great being with you tonight. And for our great crew, the GW Patriots, South Charleston Black Eagles, great to be here at beautiful South Charleston High School. So for Carl Lee, I'm Mark Martin. We say so long from inside Black Eagles Stadium, where the final score is GW 54 and South Charleston nothing. And we thank you for being a part of our crew here tonight and watching this outstanding showdown as GW gives Steve Edwards Jr. his 200th career win. So again, for Carl Lee, Hannah Klein, I'm Mark Martin, and our great crew, we say so long from South Charleston. You've been watching the Parmar Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week presented by Eyewitness Sports.